Bastards! Hey everybody, it's Dirk. Welcome to Grail Watch Wednesdays. I'm wearing a Grail watch because I have a blue screen now, so now you can see all the beauty of the green crystal on the wrist roll. I know it looks, I just saw it looked scratched. It's not, I promise. It's just got dust on it. That's all. Green cloth. Where about that? There you go. Gotta polish it up. Great to see you all. The reason I'm a little late is I was listening to J.D. Kingsley's song. And it was really, really, really great. And I just wrote him back really quick because I'll get popped hardcore on the YouTube for copyright infringement. So when I do the Gallery of Bashtards, I'll give you guys a snippet of it because I think if I play a couple of little smirch of it, I'll be okay. But for the most part, I mean, I got popped last week for, I think, 11 seconds of something, which was really bad. So here's a great idea, and this is for you, JC, and anybody else. You know, the whole Metal Mondays thing that we're contemplating coming up with. I'm sorry it's a little bit slow on the draw. I got a bunch of court coming up and a lot of other stuff. I'm editing the video, trying to get the theme together and all that stuff for that show that's going to be after Watch Fashion Police. Wouldn't it be cool if we could do a segment on Metal Mondays or Music Mondays where I could make that show a reaction show? Now, I'm not exactly sure how the laws work per se, but I know that everybody does these reaction channels and they play all this copywritten material. Now, I get popped for it because I'm not a reaction channel. I think when you are a fair use channel where you are reacting to other people's things, then it's considered fair use. Then I think we could play that. But wouldn't it be cool if you can't play the record though, so we'd have to get you a track, and I was going to look that up now, and I could do it on the show if that's something you're interested in, because it's really cool, and he's looking snazzy. He's got a great outfit. It's a really cool video, and I was like really enjoying this. Unfortunately, YouTube will just pop me. I could even get a copyright strike, which is not fun. And I've never heard that song before, and it was a really good song, like kind of a slow gospel-y jam. I've never heard of this artist either. Anyway, very, very cool. Guy's got a really cool voice. And there's a will, there's a way. I just don't know exactly how that is right now, but I'll figure it out. And I'll play a little snippet of it for you guys soon. Dave Fahrenheit 451 is in at number 1. Basher of the day, F451. Everyone just loves him because he has so much fun. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Super Basher, upvoted. He just said upvoted. He didn't say, I'm number 1, or any of that crap. Look, he's amazing. He just said upvoted. Thanks so much, and great to see you. The former Basher of the day. Well, that reign didn't last that long, but it's 2 in a row. So I think I should technically give you another song, because that's only fair, right? Nick Sisto got it 2 days in a row. Nick Sisto, the handsome and charming and beautiful Nick Sisto. Great to see you, buddy. Number 2. Vasilios is in there, almost made it. We're almost to the top, the cream of the crop. Hi to all. Vasilios P, great to see you in the room, buddy boy. And Hitesh is here. Nice work at Dave Fahrenheit 451. Please remember to upvote this Grail Wednesday. Yeah, Grail Wednesday. Well, you all know what my Grail is now because it is officially changed. And my Grail is not some crazy $100,000 tourbillon timepiece. It's not. And Omega is like being very cool with the pricing. I mean, what's cool with pricing? I mean, when you think about these kinds of things that we like, I like a couple of things that are expensive. I like fancy watches, and I love musical instruments. It costs a lot of money. My biggest Grail in my life ever has always been to own a Steinway. 2 problems. One, I've never had the money for them because they cost $100,000. And the other thing is I've never had a room for one because they're a piano. They're big. No, I don't want an upright. I want a D. I want a concert grand. I want the real thing because I've had the luxury. I'll tell you a very quick story. You might be interested in this. You might be. Or what did the guy say from Space 1999? Martin, he was on Entourage, and he's an old movie producer. He goes, "Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?" That was his tagline. Many years. I played on many Steinway Ds and got to record on them and stuff like that. And it's like a little weird fetish I have, and I'm a very big. If I could start a channel about Steinways, it would probably be a nerdy thing, because I bet you there's a bunch of people out there that love pianos, and I would say things like Yamaha are crap, and then people would get furious and all this stuff, and I'd say Busendorfer and Bechstein and Fazioli. Those are the good ones. But Steinway for me is the best. Many years ago, and I have a video, and I'm going to go find it. I actually want to send it to Asheen because many years ago, 20 years ago, Mr. North were working in a studio on the west side of Manhattan, and it's no longer there. And it was a beautiful studio, and there was a 1940 Steinway concert grand in there, and it turns out it was Bill Evans. For those of you who don't know, he's a jazz luminary. I mean, he played with everybody, but most importantly, Miles Davis. And it was there, and it sounded incredible. I got to play on it for quite a while. I played on it twice, once when Mr. North was in there, and once when his singer was working on some other project, Colin. And what a thing. And I don't know where that thing went, but it was beautiful. But I have a beautiful video shot on my probably 1999 or 2000 Ericsson cell phone of Asheen playing some classical. I think it was either playing Liszt or Chopin. I forget what piece it was. But if I found that, I bet you he'd get a kick out of it. It was one of the most beautiful pianos I've ever seen in my life. C Nord, 10 euros. Happy Grail Watch Wednesdays, Bashers. Subscribing up if you can. You know, it's very interesting about this new thing where I can see all the algorithms and all the junk that's going on. I can't see when people subscribe and when they don't subscribe. I think that they're playing with me. I don't know what it is, if they think I've got fake subs or something. I mean, I don't have, this channel's so small. We all know each other. We're like a backyard barbecue, as far as I know. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I have the best. And that's a fact, Jack. But, it tells you if you get any subscribers during the show, and it's like, it tells me 5, and then they don't show up on the algorithm, and I don't get it. I don't know. Who cares? I don't know. Thank you, C Nord. Look who gets the first gong of the day, Andrew. What has happened? He's right behind you, though. Andrew Oakwood was Canadian $10. I'm not the first super chat. Madness. Let someone know they are your soul and your inspiration. Be righteous, brothers. Just be righteous. I've been prepping my neighbor and getting her ready for a court appearance next week. I have one myself this week, which isn't fun, and it's all DL. It's all her. It's all the same person who's just causing all the ruckus and mayhem and horrible things for no reason at all, just because they're greedy and they're mean and they're just not a good person. So busy be. So be righteous, and the truth will out. The best thing you can do in life is just be a great person and live your truth, because you know what? Everybody else is full of shit. Andrew, I'm going to give you, what am I going to give you for that? Should I ask you what you want for that? I'll give you the Super Chat Gong 2. I know it's very quiet, but it's kind of zen. Namaste. Or as I used to love to say, namaste. Melly C's in the room. Good day, Dirk, and all the Bashers. Good day to you, Melly C. How are you? How's Andy, and how are the cats? I love that. I feel so inside now. Dean, hello, Bashers. Andrew, what's going on? Your day off today, you should be at the top 6th place in Super Chat. Second of the day. You need a vacation. Listen, Andrew's been the channel's mascot and head cheerleader for so goddamn long. I hope you took a nap, a well-deserved nap, because for sure you probably needed it. We love you, man. It's all good. Steve Zaliski, happy Grail Watch Wednesday to Dirk and the Bashers. The ancient Egyptians, a group of people who took cat's significance in life equally as important as Dirk does. Every day you got to come up with a new thumbnail, and unlike Apple OSs, whereas like it's all big, it's all cats. One day it probably won't be, but it was inspired by I was thinking about the ancient Egyptians today. I was like, wait a minute, they revered cats. They had more rights than most people did. And it was pretty easy to put together. It was actually one of the easiest ones ever. So thanks to that. And I used the Iron Maiden Power Slave font, which I luckily had on my computer. It's not the most Egyptian looking thing, but whatever. Who cares? Those pyramids, Khufu, etc., were capped in bright white limestone, and the caps were made of gold. Must have been a sight. Yeah, I mean, Egyptology and all that stuff. I mean, we all go through cyclical things in our lives that interest us, but I was very interested in ancient Egypt when I was a young lad. And yeah, it was all stolen. It's, I mean, the pyramids have been there so long, and they've gone through so many different sections of society and people, and while the ancient civilization of Egypt vanished, all the people that came there, they just stole everything. Yes, it was all white limestone, and the caps were made of gold. So what did they probably look like, and how were they made? We still don't even know. It's an amazing mystery to us. What a beautiful thing. One day I'd love to get there. I've never been there. I would love to go to Giza and see all that stuff. Be one of the most amazing things ever. However, I don't think I would go inside, and it's not because I'm superstitious. I just don't. It's a burial chamber, and I don't feel as a person it's okay for me to enter someone's sanctuary of death. And that it's a tourist attraction, I think, is rather creepy. So therefore, I wouldn't do it. I would go see them, enjoy them, and marvel at them. But I don't think I would. Would you go? Would you, if you went to Egypt, would you go inside? I'm not judging anybody. Everybody makes their own decisions on what they want to do. It is a tourist attraction. It is what it is. And that's fine. But I'd love to see most of that stuff, because you think about what they did. And then you look at the Rosetta Stone when we finally cracked it. It was amazing that we were able to finally get a hold of something that led us into their language and how they worked. Amazing. And it was so beautiful and so ornate. And now people can't even write. The Egyptians did all these hieroglyphs, and they were gorgeous and artistic and beautiful and so descriptive. And now kids aren't even taught how to write in school. It's just this. Emoji, bip, 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 emoji, bip, bip, bip. Where are we going? Are we getting smarter, or are we getting dumber? Here's the guy, J.C. Kingsley. Easy E Gigantor batteries. You've seen them in the Pyramid Code. Great job, buddy. Ray, aliens built a pyramid symbol. Oh, my dears. I like the picture you sent for me, Ray. I had a chance to, because I was changing my lighting in here today, because I'm blue screening, because I'm wearing the Milgauss. I have a green screen, I have a blue screen. I can do both. But it never really works out very well with the blue screen. I don't know why. There's like holes and pockets in it, but I just turned it on. It worked today. Aliens have never been. Listen, I don't know, but with the more than limited knowledge I know of, space and travel and time and space and propulsion and distance, I am gonna not go so far out on a limb to say that no one knows we're here. No one's ever known we're here. And I don't think anybody's ever gonna know we're here. I don't think we are just the blink of a cosmic eye. We are just Horton Hears a Who. We are, even though this galaxy is 100 million light years across, and there's probably teeming with life. And I'm sure other planets who are closer in proximity to other civilizations, they might have met. We're too far, man. The closest star to us is Proxima Centauri. It's 4.379 light years away, and it's a red dwarf. And that's no good. We're a sequence 2 star, which is really great because we're not bombarded by crazy outbursts of radiation like red dwarfs are. And I'll geek out on you, but even if there's planets, first of all, it's very, very dim. So the planet would have to be very, very close. And if the planet is very, very close, then that's going to get the living shit rated out of it by all the ejections from these red dwarfs, which are very volatile. They're the most plentiful stars in the universe as far as we know. Where we are, where we can see, what James Webb can see, we are red dwarf stars are the most populous of all stellar bodies, and they're just volatile. they're not a really great home star for life, because once you have all of that radiation, what happens is the Goldilocks zone moves closer because they're smaller, and then they have no atmosphere, or they're tidally locked, and there's like a lot of problems. So I don't think so. I don't think aliens were ever here. I mean, the only thing I can think of, what? Think about how long ago that was, right? It's a millisecond in stellar time. It means nothing in terms of the universe. But you've got to have a planet form, a star's got to be born, and you got to have enough time for it to cool and have all the elements make life eventually grows, and then they have to get intelligent. They have to come out with some kind of warp drive and then go. It doesn't seem like it's possible to get this far. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, because listen, all of our stuff's been going out. Proxima Centauri, they've had Hitler's transmission for forever now, because it's 4 light years away. So 4 years, whatever I'm saying right now, Proxima Centauri will get 4 years from now, and then then who knows? I don't know. It's fascinating though. It's mostly what I watch. It's what I consume the most of. JC Kingsley says, I've always found it funny that the sarcophagus measurements in the big one are the same dimensions of the Ark of the Covenant. I didn't know that. Is that true? That's very fascinating. They're the same measurements as the Ark of the Covenant. It's a good parallel. I need to rewatch Raiders of the Lost Ark. I haven't seen that in so damn long. Does it hold up? Is it still good? I didn't watch all of the last one, but man, whatever they did to de-age Harrison Ford in that, there's a train sequence. That's about as far as I got because I had something to do and I meant to finish it. But it was the best deep fake I've ever seen ever by anybody in the world. It was absolutely the best. It wasn't like The Irishman or any of this crap. It was dead on perfection. Harrison Ford when he was young and handsome and all that stuff. He's a very old man. He's like 80 years old now. Isn't that crazy to even think that? He finally sent Dirk one of his recordings. I loved it. And I listened to the whole thing and I wrote you back and, you heard me. I'd get copywritten pop because that's an actual record. So I think there's a way around that. And I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for Music Metal Mondays. Wouldn't that be cool to show off the Bashers' musical prowess? Because a lot of you are very musical out there. If we could just have like a little listening party, I could play videos and we could have a drink, and that would be really super duper fun. I think I would have to make that show a reaction channel and invoke whatever YouTube's laws are for fair usage. Because I don't watch them as much as I used to love. I used to love to watch. There's these two, the black girls, and they're like, I don't know what they're called, but they're hilarious. And they're so cute and charming. And they listen to heavy metal music and they rate it because, it's not in there. It's not what they normally would listen to. They're hip hop fans and R&B fans. And they're just, they make all these they're just killer funny people. And I used to watch them a lot. And I used to watch this other channel called Vid and Sorry, this guy and his wife, and they were cute too. I watched a lot of them. I like the reaction channels. I love to see what brings people joy and what makes people miserable. I've mentioned that a band I used to know very well. I haven't had contact with them in eons, but they're called Dream Theater, and they were from our town, and they put out a new record, and the whole internet is watching it and reacting to it because they're extremely proficient musicians. They're tippity top level players, and they're just amazing players, but with amazing playing comes just very how do I say this the right way without offending people? Generally, the best players are the worst songwriters. Generally, the best songwriters, the guys that know the 3 chords and can carry an honest tune. Because when you're able to do all those different things, it's very, very hard for somebody who's an extremely prodigious musician to write a simple tune. Like look at the Beatles when they started out. None of them were really great at what they did. Great, I mean, they became great, but they wrote the best, catchiest, shortest little tunes. And just think about the people that wrote these infectious pop ditties. The infectious pop ditties don't come to you when you're thinking about, all that, I'm going to play like a demon. And anyway, the song is very, very interesting. And I've never liked their singer. I just think he's irritating as hell. And I met him a couple of times, and he's not the coolest guy. He was never nice to me. And he came in after he was their second singer. Their first singer, who passed away a year ago, was a wonderful guy named Charlie Dominici. Incredible dude. And I love the way that guy sang. I thought he was perfect for them. But they were looking for a guy with a little bit more vocal shred, and they got this guy. And I didn't think he had any of that stuff, but he was just kind of nasal and annoying. But it's all over the internet. I love reaction channels. I love to watch what the zeitgeist is. Fascinating to me. Like it's how I know who Sabrina Carpenter is. And yesterday, Rick Beato, who's one of this very, very big, got like 4 million YouTube subscribers. It's mostly about music. He's an older guy. He's in his 60s, but he's a music teacher and a music professor, and his kids got perfect pitch. And he's got music courses and very interesting things. He had an interview with Tori Amos yesterday, and I watched it. And she's a very ethereal, odd bird. A couple of my inner gang were like, oh, it was boring. I didn't think it was boring at all. Maybe it's because I'm just such an intense Tori Amos fan. And I already was prepared for her to be talking about how the muses and the fairies come to her and bring her song. I mean, it's just something you got to put up with her. One thing I don't like, sorry about that. One thing I don't like in interviews, I don't know if you guys feel this way. One thing I do not like when an artist is being interviewed is getting too deep into their creative process. I don't really want to know what Santa looks like under the beard. I don't want to know that this beautiful song that changed my life and brought me, out of the darkness. I don't want to find out that was because you shagged some waitress in a diner. And then when you find that out, or you find out that the song that you thought was about the beauty and prosperity of Earth and all that was really about you plotting to kill your manager or whatever. It's just, the literal meanings of things I don't think are necessary. The poetry and the art, I think, is the more important part, and how it speaks to you. The way when you go to a museum and you see, you name your favorite artist. For me, it's the big guys. I'm a Renaissance fan. Never been much of. I can appreciate modern art. I live with an artist who's got a master's degree in fine arts, so I have been schooled on all that stuff. But like the Rothkos and the Lichtensteins and all that stuff, it's not my bag. I could see why people like it. Pollock, I tend to, find whimsical and interesting, but for me, it's the big guys, the Da Vinci's, the Michelangelos, the Rembrandts, and the Vermeers. That kind of stuff knocks me on. I do like religious art. Being a repressed Catholic boy, I guess I just grew up in the church, which owns probably most of the world's greatest artworks. But you see some Klimt and stuff, and you can appreciate what that is. But I don't need to know the story behind it, and I feel like it lessens the art because you're taking away the dream. It's the way I feel about music videos. Imagine if there was a music video for Hotel California, or imagine if there was pick your favorite song that before the MTV generation. Imagine if there was a song for Eleanor Rigby. There was a video for that. It would suck because you've got visuals stuck in your head now. When you've got your own visuals, your own creative side of your brain can seek out imagery and a feeling and an emotion that you can get from that. And I think that's just so much better. I don't mind a lyric video, but everything's just so disposable now, especially now that the MTV, you don't need to see the guitars with the big hair and the lights and the stages and the bombs and the stuff. I mean, I just recently saw a video by some country artist, and I didn't know who it was, but I was flipping around TV. It was some award show, and they're like, the new album from Tyler Combs, or whatever his name was, some name like that. And he was, we're playing a Telecaster, and then there was bombs going off and fire like he was in Kiss. And I was like, what the hell is that? Does that appeal to people at the honky tonk? I don't think so. Weird. I rant. Franco Fiore, happy Wednesday, Bashers. Please leave an upvote for this great content. Oh, Franco, grazie mille, signore. Also, my first watch is absolutely nothing special, but I like it. A gift from the missus. Listen, the best watch in the whole wide world is the one you love. Who cares what it is? Doesn't matter. We did a whole show, I don't know, months ago on quartz shame. I have a lot of quartz watches. People have quartz watches. If you love a watch, it's, I mean, it's like anything else that you collect and enjoy. If somebody has a Hummel collection or Yadro, if they like figurines, I don't collect them. Angela and I have the same cat. But my neighbor Rose gave me a whole bunch of cats, and I have them all on my desk. And I love them. And, I don't collect them, but I think they're cute. But some people have, people who collect dolls. Some guys who collect figurines, and I'm not the 40-year-old virgin. He's got all that stuff that he sold for $100,000 because he had, the $6 million man doll in plastic. I mean, that's just an investment after a while, right? I guess you didn't know it at the time, but if you never opened up the box. But unfortunately for me, I had all that stuff when I was a kid. You know what I did? I opened the box, I ripped the box, I played with the toy, I broke the toy, I threw it out, or my mother threw it out, or somebody threw it out. I never had that fastidiousness about me to say, I'm going to just keep this like a shrine. Nonsense. Andrew says, Dean, I knew I should have just stayed home to keep checking in, but I went out to. You can have a life too, Andrew. It's fine. JC Kingsley says, I pick things up, I put things down, I drink, and I know things. Softcore Terracore, fighting the world today. Softcore Terracore, yeah, the Basher way. Yo, what's up, Bashers? Drinking a Moscow Mule. Ooh, wow. Do you have it in the copper cup? Tried to source a copper steel mug to drink it in, but using a metal camping flask. Oh, that'll work. That shouldn't be too hard. You're in England. You have Amazon there. I'm sure that's an Amazonable thing, right? Probably. Who knows? I don't know. 5 balloons, cowbell. Thank you, Softcore Jericho. Andrew says, I wonder if Dirk could put down a countdown clock on the phone. This is all from before the show started, huh? I could, but I was listening to. It was not my plan. I was sitting here. Everything was ready. I was just listening to JC's song. Okay, his song. You like that? My New York accent, which I have when I get mad or tired. It happens. You just kind of, it's like one day I was talking to Sheen, and he was like really had a thick Dublin on, and I was like, were you just on the phone with like your man or somebody? Because holy Dublin, how do you? Because he doesn't have much of one now. None of them really do. Mart, let's go, everyone, and upvote for the best chat on YouTube. Yay! Thanks, Mart and Bronson, cutie pies. Dave Fitzsimons, we might have to go analog, Andrew. I'll start in 10, 9, whoop, whoop. Miami Manny's here. Cheers, drinking the Bashers. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. We'll talk about your Grail watches in a momento. Andy M. Hey, Dirk. Hey, Mr. Melly. Joe LaFaro, handsome Joe LaFaro. Good afternoon, Bashers. It's funny when I was setting up my new light. I have new lights to make the show better, brighter, more attractive for the Bastards. I filled up that entire cup of. It must have been 4 shots of espresso, and I was like about to make, because I always have a coffee on the show, and I was about to make another one. I was like, what would a cardiologist say? Don't do it. Just send the JC song in an email to everyone that wants to hear it with JC's permission. That's cool too. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna risk it. I'll play like the beginning of it because he's got a nice little intro for all the Bashers. Isn't that a great thing? That's what's great about this show and you guys. The Bashers are the best audience in the whole wide world because you're a part of the show. It's your show. I just host it. I mean, I wing it every single day. We figure out what to talk about, what not to talk about. But he set up a video where he's playing it for people, and he's intros it. So I think when we get to the Gallery of Bastards, it's only fine to just give them a little bit of that, and what are they going to do? I'm not going to play enough for me to get banged. But then again, I don't know. I walked past a bar one day during a walkabout, and what happened? The next thing you know, I got a copyright, not a strike, but a warning. Boy, Jesus Christ. Andrew says, Omega, let's be cool with the prices. Rolex soak them till they sell a kidney. Well, listen, Rolex, yesterday when I was talking to the big guy, we were talking about the first Omega in space. And I really, truly think it's the most beautiful Speedmaster I've ever seen. If you like a white one, I get it. It's a different color. The other thing is the white one has applied indices on it and stuff like that. These are painted just like, the classic one. It's $1,000 more if you want to buy that watch in Europe. We worked it out. He got a calculator out or whatever, and he figured out the tax, because you don't pay tax in Europe. VAT or everything's included. So when you go here, 8.725%, it's 7,900. You're paying about $8,500 out of the door at Omega for that new watch. Now it's considerably more than a regular Speedmaster. Regular Speedmaster's got, a very cool bracelet. It's got, you can get it with Hesseliter. You can get it with the boxed sapphire on it. It's got the white one's got the applied indices. The case back, exhibition case back, which is cool if you're into that stuff. I mean, I don't really think that those watches, they look great. They're cool, but they don't look like a 321. A 321 you want to look at, or you want to look at a crazy Patek movement. Rolex movements are nothing to look at. They don't do anything to them. They're so basic, and they're just made to be Mack trucks. So that's why they only have 2 exhibition case backs on the new Cellini. What's that called? I always forget the name. Is it 1913 or that's what it's called? And the Le Mans. But because their movements are nothing to look at. They're meant to be used, and that's about it. They're not meant for much more than that. But Omega does do a fair bit of decorating on their movements. They have some nice arabesque and stuff like that, and perlage. But it's not so beautiful. It's not the way that they used to do it. The Ed White, obviously, those, the 321 jobs, those are gorgeous. They need an exhibition case because you want everybody to see that. I don't know, but the new ones, like the 3861, this one's got a closed case back with the hippocampus on the back, which I think is just fine. Because, most of the time it's on your wrist, you're not looking at it. So you want to go, hey, Joey, look, oh my God, can you believe that? I mean, this has got tinfoil on the back of it because I'm a weirdo. So this is my Milgauss, right? See the back of that? And it's because it's one of the very few Rolexes that say Milgauss. I've got tape on the clasp, and I've got a coffee, one of those Nespresso refillable coffee filters. It's the perfect size. And I just change it every while because the sweat from your hand and your wrist, I just don't want the Milgauss writing to ever come off because I'm weird like that. And, I've had this watch for a year now, and it looks brand new. I have that one scratch that you guys noticed. And it's right here. So yeah, I mean, the pricing, we all know the deal with pricing. I had an incredible conversation with the general manager of Omega about stuff like that. Stuff that, I had like a little bit of I didn't have to sign anything, but a little bit of an NDA about what I should and shouldn't mention in the video. They didn't want anybody from the store to be in it. Nobody talking. I understand that, until Reynolds gives me a call and gives me the approval. I am going to do a very respectful job on reporting the watch because I think it's the most beautiful watch I've ever seen from them. And I'm the biggest Speedmaster fan. And, it was the most beautiful one I've ever seen. It would be super duper cool. And I'm only saying this for purists. I think maybe that they should put that watch out in 42. I thought about this all night. While 39.7 is a great everybody watch, there are guys who have 8-inch wrists and more, and that it's too small. So I think it would be a pretty cool move if they put that exact watch out in 42. I think it'd be very cool. I think they'd have to shorten the lugs though, because the straight lugs go really, really. It wears big. It wears big. Anyway, whatever. JC says, I don't mind it all. Totally up to how Dirk wants to play all that. I think he might have an idea for something with Yep. Not another podcast. This show. I was thinking about I can find out how it works. I'll reach out to another YouTuber and say, how does it work when you play copywritten material? because I get banged every time I do. I know that that's all that they do. So obviously, why have a channel at all? If they can't make a living, and they can't, have if all of your videos get demonetized because you play other people's music, then what's the point of having the channel? I don't see sponsors and things like that. So there's got to be a way, man, and we'll figure it out. And I'm into it. Thanks for that. Dirk, order the paper cutout of the Steinway piano upright. I don't want an upright piano, baby. I want a Steinway D, but I need a house. Yeah. That's a thing that, most people who play them don't own them. When you're an artist for a big piano company, generally you go to a venue, and the company will supply you with their local selections from either their vault, their factory, their showrooms, whatever. Like if you're a Steinway artist and you're playing Carnegie Hall, it used to be right across the street. Now it's on Avenue of the Americas. So they would just wheel it across the street. You go and you play about 10 pianos, 12 pianos, and pick which one you want for the night's performance and drag it over. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't have one in their house, but more than likely it's not an 8, 11 3/4 piano, and that's the big one. Tori Amos tours with the piano, like Freddie Mercury, Elton John. You know what these guys do? You want to hear? I'll pull the beard off of Santa Claus. So nowadays they'll take. Now this is not a weighted keyboard. This is what I use to just when I'm doing some quick synthy work or cutting drums or something. I have a full-size piano back there. So the deal with that is nowadays they take these keyboards, these electronic keyboards, and they get like a balsa wood piano. It's not even a real piano. It just snaps together, and it's really lightweight, and they slide a keyboard into it and they plug it in. So if you go to see Elton John, Billy Joel, those guys are not playing acoustic pianos. They're playing keyboards that are using sampled piano samples. That's why they don't sound so great anymore. You go to see Tori Amos live. She plays a Bösendorfer, which is a $250,000 Viennese masterpiece. And yeah, she's got them because she's one of their major artists, even though she's not that popular. You guys all know Mimi from the channel, one of my oldest friends, her daughter, and they're going for a drive, going to a concert. And she goes, I'm making her listen to Tori Amos. I was like, she didn't, I guess, even timeless artists like, Cade or Peter Gabriel or Torius, whatever. I guess the kids are looking for current now. And I was all the music of my time. I was going to see the shows, and I wasn't listening to the Beatles yet. I wasn't listening to the Stones or, Alan Parsons. I wasn't listening to that. I was listening to, Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and Black Sabbath and whoever else was new, and Queensryche. And I was going to see those things. I was going to see my contemporaries. That's just what the kids do. They go to see Drake. They go to see, whoever's big in today's world. But no matter how good an artist is from the past, it's your parents' farty music, and nobody's interested for the most part. It's farty. I don't know. What do you think? So she said, I thought, she's a feminist and she's cool, but she's in her 60s. So why would a 4-year-old girl care about 22-year-old girl care about that? That's nuts. Mart says the new Speedy with diamonds 38 millimeters, the worst Speedy ever made. Why did Omega make this model? Why does anybody? We talked about the jewels on watches yesterday. There's a market for it. There's a market for people who like encrusted. It's jewelry. Listen, Piaget. Van Cleef and Arpels. I hate saying Arpels, but it is. It's Van Cleef and Arpels. It's not Arpel. My whole life ruined by finding out that it's Van Cleef and Arpel. Those are Harry Winston timepieces, Tiffany and Company. They put their gems all over Pateks and whoever they're working with at the time. They switch around. Watches are jewelry for a lot of people. They're bracelets that tell the time. They're not. People are not just horology. Not some people just like it as jewelry. And that's okay. I get it. Yuck, I think they're ugly too, and I hate them. Joe LaFaro says, my mother's pre-war Steinway concertgram will be looking for a new home soon. Jesus, does your mother have a pre-war Steinway D? Really? Wow. Pre-war. That's, Vladimir Horowitz didn't even have a pre-war Steinway. And don't get me started on that. I could do a whole show on that, because now the New York Steinways and the Hamburg Steinways, they're two separate. They're the same company, but they were two totally different pianos. They're made completely different manufacturing, different woods, different. Now they're making them all the same, and I think that's the biggest mistake, because the New York ones were way better, and now they all look like Hamburgs and they're all glossy and ugly. That's crazy. Was your mother a concert pianist? Wow. Yeah. I had a Kawai piano. My parents' house has a Kawai piano in their living room. I don't know when they got it. Like, my brother is a realtor, and there was a liquidation house sale, and he bought it. He said, "Oh, I'll buy it," and he put it in my parents' living room. And yeah, I've never ever played it, because it always has a blanket over it and a couple of cats. So what are you going to do? JC Kingsley with 5 balloons. Happy to participate however you like, man. All for the Metal Mondays. Yeah, I sent you a link for how to on posting reaction videos. Hey, look at you, proactive man. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Let's give you some cowbell. Thank you, buddy. That's very proactive and very cool of you. Angelo Minichello. Hey, Dirk, hoping for the best to all the bashers and to you, kiddo. Carolyn Martin, the girl with the wrenches here. Speedy love, Speedy love, Speedy love. I've been bitten by the Speedy love. Uh-oh. Did you? I spoke to her this morning. She might or might not have gone to the store to see it, because she was in the neighborhood. Did you go see it? Oh boy, I'm scared. $19.99. That's a big one. Thank you very much for that. Let's give you the huge super chat. Wow. I don't know. Did she? Mike Allen's here. Hey, washers. Happy Wednesday. Grail Watch. VC. Okay. Vacheron Constantin, American 1923 in rose gold. Here we go. Let's do it. Vacheron American rose gold. Is that right? 1923? Is it 1923 or 1921? Vacheron. I think 21 you meant, right? Yeah, this is what we do on Grail Watch Wednesday. We show off everybody's favorites. This is a popular one for sure. In rose gold, in pink gold, as they say. People are, I mean, this is really like some smarty pants thought of this, because like the way you look at the watch, it makes total sense. It's only $40,400. Quite the investment piece. Vacheron, man, for some crazy reason. By the way, my favorite of the trilogy, Vacheron, is 100% my favorite, because I like Calatrava's, I like them, but there's so many Vacherons that I like, and APs, meh. I like the Royal Oak now more than I ever did before, and I never liked it ever, and now I kind of like it. It's like it's growing on me, but there isn't any other watch that I would want. Like, what do I want? Like, if you went to them and you wanted to say, I want a Royal Oak, they'd laugh at you. And then they say, well, we have a couple of codes if you want one of those, and be like, blah, blah, blah. Beautiful Grail watch. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mike Callan with 2 balloons, super sticker. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do balloons, because I love to do the balloons. They don't have sound on them, but they're cool. Hey. Thank you, Mike Callan. There they come. Off to the world, balloons. Off to the world you go. We are aliens to somebody, kiddo. Are you a fan of Red Dwarf, the British TV series? No, Melly. See, I don't even know. I didn't even know it existed. Red Dwarf. Send me a link, will you? Dirkworld. Basherdirk at gmail.com. Neve O'Malley says aliens arrived, took one look at the shit show, and left again. Meanwhile, slaves built the pyramids, unlimited free labor. Simples. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said in yesterday's show, I mean, you probably would have had slaves as much as you don't want to think so. We probably all would have because we didn't know any better because people were stupid. We were freaking animals. I would probably be eating meat. Probably. We were so unevolved back then. It's amazing how evolved they were, yet how unevolved they were. Think about the Egyptians. They were my big problem with this, and it's like I always refer to Woody Allen when Marion Cotillard says, "Oh, Le Belle Epoque, I want to stay here forever," and he goes, "No antibiotics." My problem with like something beautiful like living in some amazing golden age of yesteryear is just that. What am I going to do? Tell people I'm a vegetarian? I wouldn't even entertain the idea that that's a thing, probably. Also, personal deportment. People smelled bad. They do smell bad in certain places in the world, which will remain nameless. And I mean, people were just dirtier. That's why perfume was invented. And I'll never forget, I was at the Palace of Versailles and we were having a private tour. We were in the Hall of Mirrors. And I remember walking around, I was saying to Paul's dad, I was like, this whole place smells like piss. What is that? And you know me, you guys know me well enough. I said to the woman who was leading the tour, I said, "Pardon, mademoiselle, qu'est-ce que c'est? Why does this whole place smell like urine?" And she went, "Oh, well, back in the time, they were having the fancy parties. There were no bathrooms, only outhouses and stuff. So people would go into the giant stairwells," and she'd made this motion. And she grabbed her skirt and she did this. And she lifted her skirt. They would go and relieve themselves in the stairwells in the Palace of Versailles. And then some slave would probably come and have to clean up their business. No thanks. So that's why the Palace of Versailles smells like that. It was beautiful, I gotta say it. It's crazy. The aliens built the pyramids with MB and Fs on their wrists. Funny. Nita Pritz, finally catch yourself. Hey, Nita Pritz, you're here live. Ray says, Dirk, now I do love you. So next you be like others telling me there's no Santa. There's no Santa, baby. Have you seen the movie yesterday? Very funny. Imagine being the only person to know. I loved the movie. I know a lot of people thought it was shite, but I thought it was really great. My favorite part was when he went to go look for Oasis and they didn't exist, which I think is really funny because they always felt like people say that they sound like the Beatles and they don't at all. Of course, they don't. We're all disciples of the Beatles. Anybody who's been in a rock band, something you're doing is something that they've already done. Maybe they were a little bit closer, but I never drew a parallel between those two bands. I don't see the similarities. I've seen a lot of similarities in, ELO, that's way Jeff Lynne. That's way more. There's lots of Beatle-y bands. I never thought that they were Beatle-y at all. Maybe because there's four guys. I don't know. Greg says, Waterhouse. What a great shot. Is that you climbing up my stairs? Waterhouse, like Zach Eggman and Waterman? No. Waterhouse. I don't know what that means, but cool. Favorite song, Rocky Raccoon, best album. See, it's funny. I love how we can make the world go around. My least favorite Beatles record. I think they should have made it a single album because I think there's a lot of filler on it. But it's their trippy album, so maybe that's my problem. I don't really go for psychedelia very much. I don't have much of a palate for it. I think it's a great record. Of course, there's amazing things on that. And everybody got to spread their wings on it. And there's some amazing tunes on it. But it's definitely, for me, it's Abbey Road and then Revolver. Like Sgt. Pepper. I don't put that on that often. There's great stuff on it, but those songs are so heavily rotated in our lives anyway. And now that Sony ATV is really aggressively playing selling those songs for adverts and commercials, it's just hideous. And now you're going to see all the Queen's catalog because they sold their catalog for $1.2 billion. You're going to see fried chicken and gumballs and Dirk Bergen-Osteen commercials. Nuts. Neve says, Ray, no Santa, Tooth Fairy is a lie. Easter Bunny too. I know, the only one I want. My daughter got a guitar for her birthday. Sounds were coming from behind her closed bedroom door. A year later, her first song was on the BBC radio when I was driving. 2 months later, the TV. Get out of here. That's fantastic. A year later, her first song was on BBC radio. Congratulations to you and your daughter. She must be a remarkable talent. Wow. Mike Callan says, I don't think so, because I once had to dig a grave. I want it to be more solemn and sacred. That's what I feel. That's how I feel about it. That's certainly how I feel about it. You know? Wow. Drew B's, we got a little surprise for you tonight. We're going to turn the microphone over to JC Kingsley. He's doing something from Kiss Alive. It's really funny. Hey, Drew. Oh, I picked up on that right away. Please use the crazy clip. Hold on. Because it drives it crazy. Definitely fatter there. We have a lot of chats, but we have a lot of Gallery of Bastards, so I don't want to I'm gonna what am I gonna do? Okay, this is gonna be easy for me to stop right here. Oh, Mom was a Steinway artist? Oh, Joe LaFaro, I am obsessed with you right now for so many reasons. Holy crap. Mom was a Steinway artist. Hold on a second. That's me typing. Huh. Can you send me I looked it up. Because I don't know what name she went under. Could you send me a private email at basherdirk@gmail.com? That's basherdirk@gmail.com. This way I will be able to find out everything I want to know and listen to the music. I would love to do that. Absolutely love to do that. Drew B says, cheers, bastards. Drew B says, I'm all in on the first Omega Space. Going to make it my wife's Christmas and birthday present to me. Good for you. Oh, man. JC Kingsley says, Drew B, tip your bartenders and waitresses. I'll be here all night. But don't bum. Unbelievable. Steve says, I'm so pleased with my daughter's loves an instrument, not a computer. She's doing great now with Spotify and Apple Streams, and I get past her used strings for my guitars. Well, how cool is that? I'm so bad at changing strings on my instruments. I do it I don't break strings, but I can tell that they sound terrible. Mart says, Ashim would snap that speedy up if Omega do a release. Yes, he would. He would. And 40, now he's complaining that 42 is too small for him. I don't think so. Dean with £4.99 super sticker. Yeah. Time for the Gallery of Bastards. The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world. You share them with me, and I share with the world. Okay, I got to download this because I didn't realize it was a video. But now that I got that new program, I can do that as long as it works. Okay, it's a short video. I don't need the inspector on. Can I turn the inspector off? Okay, great. I can do this. This is from Steve. It's a short video, he says. Well, let's see. It looks very cute. Uh-oh, I'm getting in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble for Tears for Fears. I was digging it too. I was like, oh, wait a second, copyright. That's cute. Oh my God. My sister had a West Highland Terrier, and she loved that dog. And I think when he left her, I think she, oh man, almost killed her. I can't wait to show this to her because she's such a Westie lunatic. She's an animal lunatic. But look at that. Look at you, you beautiful beast, you. Aw. Thank you for that. Thank you. What a great thing to start off the show. Steve, thank you so much. Drew says we're going to need a bigger boat. This is Cal the cat, which is really great. No. Oh, man. We're going to need a bigger boat. Boy, you're going to need a bigger boat. I have so many of those in my house. I have like 4 of them. And the carpet looks very comfortable too. Can I say that? I think it looks comfortable. Cal the cat. He's got 5 cats. He's got a lot of cats. He's got a lot of animals. He's a real animal dude. And then we got another one. Let's see. Oh, look at this one. What's this one's name? Let me make sure I get it right before I stick my nose. This is Jack. This is Drew B. Drew B, Drew B, Drew B, Doo. Where are you? Look at you. In the middle of preening, no doubt, and you were interrupted. I like your the pile of your carpet. It looks very super duper comfy. Perfect for a cat, right? Perfect for a cat. Look at you, Jack. You're a beauty. You're a beauty, more than a million. Jack, I'm assuming Jack is a boy. I'm assuming. I could be wrong. I may be wrong, but I may be right. Let me see. Oh, look at this. Drew says this doesn't fit. I got a bunch for Drew. This is great. Really super great. Look how cool is this? Spuds McKenzie. This is when he got this watch when he was a youngin', and it doesn't fit on his wrist anymore because he's a big strapping lad now. You know, he outgrew it. You can get another strap for it. But it looks so tiny on you. Is it a swatch? It probably is, right? It doesn't say swatch on it anywhere though. Bud Light. Spuds McKenzie. Does anybody remember him? I do. Spuds. That's great. Yeah, it looks a little tiny on you. Looks like you're wearing a lady's watch from the 30s. Almost. Not quite. With your big hairy paws. Like me. I'm the same. Okay. More cow. Here's a beautiful shot of cow. Look at this. Oh, man. Look at this. This is why they call cow the cat. Look at it. He's like a Holstein. Look at you beautiful regal beast, you. Unbelievable. Look at you regal kitty cat. Oh, you're so pretty. Comfy? You think you're comfy? You think that cat's comfy? Amazing, Drew. Really great. Super duper amazingly great. Thanks. Gallery of Bashtards, Andrew Wolkowicz. Let's check in on the kitties. Oh, what are you guys doing? Oh, they're having a sleep. Nice. Oh, look at them. Aren't they cute? Oh. Oh, they're going to cuddle, right? Because it's getting cold out. But you're in Canada. Canada. Yeah, they're, oh, look at you. That's a portrait. Look at that. You getting a love bite? Love bites are the best. Oh, you're a beauty. Thank you, Andrew. Those are great. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Wolkowicz. Okay, why does this keep moving on me? Stop moving. Stop moving. Here's some stuff from Julian. Lord Julian. Where is he? I almost did the Lord H. Where are you, Lord H? It's been a while. It's been a while. Where have you been? Has anybody here seen my old friend Lord H? Can you tell me where he's gone? Look at this. Very cool. I've always wanted one of those. Look at this, Julian. Julian's work. Wow. Wow. JC, that's your next outfit, right? Oh, look at that guy. That's some serious. He needs to flick that ash. Wasn't that cool? Wow. Wow. Tell me in private where this is so I don't, And thank you the other day for what you mentioned to me. Thank you for what you told me. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Amazing, Julian. Thank you, kiddo. Amazing. Lord Huxley. Thank you, kind sir. Amazing. Amazing. Angelo Minikillo, done and dusted. He goes, how's this for a Grail watch? I mean, this looks like a freaking sundial. Wow. Man, oh Shevitz. Look at that thing. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. Is there history on this thing? I'm sure there is in the email, and I will. Wow. Look at that. It's insane. I don't even know what that's doing. It's some kind of sundial, right? How is it powered? How is it powered, Angelo? How is it powered? How does that even work? I'm going to find out right now. Let me read this thing. One moment, please. Okay. Came to dinner and presented me. He got that as a present. A knee Ultra Plus Ultra watch. The claim was far superior to all watches than any Hublot or Invicta. Oh, he's being funny. Or dare I say it, the Trump watch. Obviously it was all in fun and it's a conversation piece, but I had to bust their chops. Very, very cool. It's a very long letter that I will read and enjoy and respond to in due time. Thank you, buddy boy. Those are cool. I don't know what that is, but it's very cool looking, I have to say. Dean McKenzie's here. Dirk's land. Oh, what did you say? Oh, he sent me a picture of a ladybug because I sent him a tune. I owed him a tune and he just didn't get it. Ladybug, ladybug, oh, oh, a ladybug, ladybug. That's very cute. Ladybugs are beautiful. As are opossums. Don't hurt them. They eat mosquitoes and they eat rats and they eat all kinds of nasty stuff. And they're very friendly. You can pick them up. They're very, very cute. Andrew Elkovich says that Morgana found her place in the sun. You know what? When cats have the light shining on them, they're just so incredibly beautiful. Look at you, baby. Oh, you're a beautiful baby cat. You're beautiful. Beautiful lady. What a sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. The precious kids. Dirk, you love your clouds, sea, and sand from Cornwall. I love Cornwall. Tori Amos lives in Cornwall. I think I've said that. Probably the most beautiful place, right, in all of England, right? Isn't that the truth? Look at this. Look at that. Look at that water. Oh, man, is that gorgeous. Wow. Imagine living there. Heathcliff, it's me, a Kathy, I come home so cold. Makes me just think of Wuthering Heights. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Oh, man. Do you never get a sky anywhere else but in the UK and Ireland? That is such a... Look at that. Oh, my... Look how low those clouds are. You can almost grab them. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love a beach. The first beaches I ever remember in my life are the ones on the west coast of Ireland in Inniscrone, Killala Bay, Killala Beach. And then I finally got to see like Jones Beach later on in me life. Ray says this evening he's having a brewski for himself. The incomparable Ray's having a Bundaberg ginger beer. Oh, it's not a beer. It's just a drink. It's ginger beer. Ginger beer doesn't have alcohol in it, right? It's a soft drink. And there's that parking meter watch. I like your boots, man. They're very cool looking. Very, very cool. Ray, the incomparable Ray, ladies and gentlemen. Comparable. Sitting back, having a beer. Fantastic. JC King's, oh, that's the video. Oh, yeah. So here's the video. I'll play a little bit of it, right? I can do it. I can play a little bit of it before I get banged because there's copyrighted material here. So, because he's got a nice little intro and I think it's cute. I'm going to play like maybe 10 seconds of it. Okay. Here we go. That's crap. I'll give you a couple bars before I get shut down. That's such a hook, though. Skip because I'm going to skip. Oh. Very nice. I'll probably get banged for that. I'm sure. I was like, it's too hard to stop it. Like, where do you stop it? And there's a very big intro in that. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Well, whatever. It's worth it for the gang, right? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Remember, hey Dirk, my music room. Oh, you forgot to send the pic. Here it is. It's Mart. Oh, with his music room. Oh, cool. See, this is JC. Maybe we got something going here. Maybe we need to do that show. Oh, you got your little Marshall. You got your piano. Look at that. And you got your watch. You got your watches all spinning. Look at that. That's cool. Very, very cool. Oh, look at the little mini Marshall. That's a cute little Marshall. Bet you that sounds great. I've never had them. I mean, I've used a million Marshalls, and my band always played Marshalls. I've never owned a Marshall. And nowadays, you just plug it into the computer. I know that's really shitty. I have two Fenders back here. I have a Vox, but I've never had a Marshall. I would love one, though. That's beautiful, Mart. You're so crazy. You have so much stuff going on with your... My God, this guy's got... How many things do you do? I'm shocked by it all. Shocked by it all. Crazy. Thank you, Martin. Steve McLeod. Speedy Wednesday. Hey, man, take a speedy any day of the week, pal, old pal. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that beast. Monster. Perfect for you. Perfect size. Looks great. Amazing. Look at that. Very, very cool. I like your Celtic cross in the back. Speedy Wednesday. Maybe we should start we'll do a protest. We'll do Speedy Wednesdays. Manny Perez. Cheers, Dirk. I own one of the Grail watches. Blancpain 50 Fathoms. We were talking about this watch, me and the GM of Omega, because they own Swatch Group owns Blancpain. They're right next door, by the way. Pretty much. Look at the Bathyscaphe. Wow, amazing. Yeah, it's beautiful. Perfect for you. Wow. Look, it's great. Yeah, I mean, I suspect that that crystal, the Hesselite, the death of the Hesselite is because of Blancpain, because they've got so many cool things. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Melly C having a Timex moment. Look at Woodstock in the hot air balloon. Oh my God, how cute are you, Woodstock? Woodstock and Snoopy are the cutest. They definitely are. Look at that. Oh, isn't that great? Look at the Charlie Brown motif on the balloon. Oh my God. Oh yeah, Indiglow. Oh, it's so cute. Uh-oh. Look at the clouds. Oh my God. Oh, Woodstock. Amazing, Melly C. Amazing, Melly C. Just amazing. Oh, this is from Serial Poet, otherwise known as Hardcore Shutterbug, who is my friend Steve. That is literally down the block from my house. So I live a block away from the East River, and that is the Gantries in Long Island City. They've been there for 150 years, 120, I don't know, 100 and some odd years. And they've turned it all into a park. It's very beautiful down there, but, it's kind of changed the neighborhood completely. But it's beautiful, and he loves to go down there and take pictures of it all the time, and it's amazing. Steve, incredible. Beautiful job. He's an amazing photographer, Stevie is. That's all I have to say. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Gallery of Bashtards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
You share them with me, and I share with the world. Thank you so much. Danny Gutierrez says, great plan, JC. Let's do that. Yeah. Franco Fiore, Speedy and Diamonds just don't go together. Speedmasters and Diamonds do not go together. No way, no way, no way. Daniel just got a cocktail. You knock yourself out, Paul. Pre-war Steinway. Wow. Yeah, I want to know everything. Joe LaFaro. Softcore Terrica coming at you in a metal way. Yeah. Angelo Minikillo, check out the Henschel Hamburg. I have nearly pulled the trigger on the H2 Hafenmeister. Watch, you might like it or not. Very cool. Let's give you a big bang boom for that. £5. Dean says, Daniel, what is on the wrist and in the glass? Exactly on Wednesday. You guys are tough, man. Oh, look at that. He's having a Bombay Sapphire Martini, stirred one olive. Look out. Look out. Carolyn Martin says, yes, I went to the mountain and saw it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Did you try it on? Did you got a photograph of it? We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll have coffee. We'll talk. We'll talk about it. I hope Carolyn gets a Speedy for herself. She's got a Speedy. She's got an 861. Got an 861. She does. She does. Mom and Vladimir shared the same Steinway engineer, a fascinating by the name of Finholm, who used to prepare their instruments for them prior to concertizing. I knew Stevie Draish. Did you know Stevie Draish? He was one of the head tuners over at Steinway. I knew him pretty well because he used to tune my friend Mary Schwartz's. She got a 1919 that she goes, I've got a Steinway upstairs. She owned a jazz club along in like the 70s. And she had a O up in her apartment above where I used to work. And she goes, oh, you know about this? This is 1997. And I said, yeah. I know a lot about Steinway. So went up there, called over to my friend Dan Michelli over at Steinway. And I said, you think Stevie Draish could come up here? And these people haven't uttered their names in years. But, they were amazing. And yeah, he came over and they took the piano. They restored it. They actually changed the fall board on it because it had the original Steinway fall board, because then they put them up because they had to. It had been beaten up, but everyone played on her piano. If you were on the way up or you were on the way down. Unbelievable. Yeah, incredible. Daniel says, did you buy a Speedy? Oh, she might have. What happened? That was weird. Did you see that? My camera went out for a second. Weird. Red Dwarf has a cat as one of the main characters, a highly evolved cat. Very cool. I'm going to check that out. I have no idea. Ray says he's having a big mug of tea. Perfect complimentary drink for iBashers. It's so cold here. I've got some Lions Gold and I'm gonna make myself a cup. I know I'm a coffee guy, but it's chilly and I'm feeling like a cuppa. John Williams Waterhouse. He says, I don't know who that is. Is it going right over my head? Watch, I'll feel like a dum-dum in a minute. Yeah. Danny wants to know what the update on the merch is. It's coming. Who cares? Ushberg, Dirkberg, all that stuff coming. Oh, it's your favorite painter. See, I should know that, right? I should know that. I'll ask Paul all about it and I'll find out everything. Loving the crazy clip reminds me of the ex-wife. That's funny. We have a lot of chats, but we have a lot of Gallery Bastards. No problem. Do a 3-hour show. Well, listen, I'm not going to not cover all of it. Nader Prince, nice all this talk about Steinway, using Steinway at work and under concerts. Got Bohemia Grand Piano at home. Very nice. Yeah, I grew up with a Hallett Davis. My parents bought a house in the 70s, and it was an abandoned house. It was next door to a bunch of sisters, and their sister owned the house and died. And no one lived in my house that I grew up in from 1944 to 1972 when they bought it. And there was like newspapers in there, but there was a Hallett Davis upright. And that's where I learned to play. And yeah, so crazy stuff. What fantastic. Yeah, I could talk Steinways, but it's just so niche, isn't it? It's such a weird niche thing. So that's why I don't do it, it's crazy. Can we do a Dirkathon 12 hours continuous, bro? We could do a Dirkathon. I'll have to have lots of guests and lots of drinks and like a cot so somebody could take over like Jerry Lewis, Andy M says Dirkathon and a dinner suit with multiple guests. Like, exactly. Look at you. We're thinking exactly the same. Liam Payne from One Direction. Oh, shit. Ooh. Wow. And the guitar player from Ozzy Osbourne, the guy, one of the second best guitar player from Ozzy Osbourne. He's not dead, but he was walking his dog in Las Vegas and got shot 7 times. That sounds like a hit to me, right? It's not, can't be random. You don't get shot 7 times. Oh, wow. That's terrible. Wow. That's, oh God. Wow. What happened to him? Do we know what happened to him? Oh, please say it wasn't drugs. It's terrible. Andrew wants to know, Dean, if you could go back in time for a weekend, where would you go? Daryl says hello. Send a sweet ass picture of Daryl before I'm done with the show. I'll keep the gallery up. Oh, Eric Bell. Hold on. Eric Bell's here. I know I ended, but it doesn't matter. The show's still going. It's from Eric Bell. Hey, Eric Bell. Look at that. Very nice. Zin. Look at that. Man, that chef in that shithole I worked in a year ago, he was trying to sell me Zin in the worst way. It turns out he was like a dealer. It was his side hustle. What a great shot, man. That is epic. That is epic metal. Yeah. That's incredible. Great shot. Send everybody a Daryl shot before I'm done with the show. Okay, there, hardcore shutterbug. It's terrible. Watches on Wood says Portminster Beach. Now that's a movement willing to have a case back, right? Oh, he fell from a window. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Shush. You just sent a picture of me own. All right there, mister. If you're going to send a picture of your own, let's send a picture of your cat. Because, that's what they care about, Andrew, tough question. You guys are talking to. I saw Prince once, and it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Carolyn Martin says, great. I have the 3861, my favorite timepiece. Just switched it to a black strip. You don't have a 3861. You have an 861. You don't have a 3861. 3861 is a new one. You got a vintage, baby, because you have it on the old bracelet with the 808 end links. You have a vintage Speedmaster. Unless you have one that I don't know about. You have one that I don't know about. I don't know. You could hide stuff. No audio. Is there no audio, Drew B? Something happened to my audio? Tell me what's happening here. No audio. Hold on. Hey. Is there audio here? You guys hearing me? Scaring me. Dirk, no sound on JC. Oh, there was no sound on JC. How did that happen? Oh my God. Hold on a second. That shouldn't work. You should hear it. I heard it so well. When I play a video on, hold on a second. I don't care. 100%. Now I'm caught up in the chats now. That's so funny. Let me see. Let me go back to JC Kingsley. Where are you? Okay, so if I I forgot your watch, kiddo. I'm sorry, because I was so concerned with that. Hold on. Here's your watch, JC Kingsley. Look at that. Okay. And there's your video. Very cool. Okay, let me get to the bottom of this. Definitely not going to get popped for that because there's nothing. Okay, so I open that up, right? It's in a tab. Here, I'm going to go to the very bottom of this. Cutting out badly. No audio on the videos. I hear you loud and clear. Okay, good. I was going to say, I thought maybe my mic went out. So here is the JC Kingsley thing, right? Okay. Ready? Okay. So if I click on this, is there audio on that? No audio. That doesn't make any sense at all because it's in a tab. It's very strange. Why would that be? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Sorry about that, JC. I thought I played it. I thought I did. And Steve didn't show up with the he's got a beautiful kitty cat. So have you ever met Daryl? Has anybody ever met Daryl? I think you love it. Watch his own one. That's so funny. No sound. Okay, no sound on JC. Thank you, Andrew. That's so fun. I'm sorry about that. He's laughing. Hey, there's Scotty H. I've been listening most of the time, but I'm usually getting ready for and drive. You believe me, I notice when people don't show when you're not around. Because I'm like, where are you? Where are you? There's Eric B. Hey, buddy boy. Look, Gene says, Scotty H. Angela Minikilla says, I have the complete red dwarf. Look, of course you do, crazy person. Softcore Terracore. Keep safe, everybody. R.I.P. Liam Payne. Wow. He fell out of a window. Jesus Christ. How does that happen? Wow. Horrific. Absolutely horrific. You sent another picture. Okay, I'll get it. That'll be it because Steve didn't send it to me because he's a fair weather watcher. He's a fair weather watcher. Is that it? There you go. Oh, look at you sweetheart. Oh, baby. You guys, what do you have? You're such a beer dude. Hey, if anybody in the chats wants to see the video in full, if it's cool with JC, I'll be happy to forward it to you because I have everybody's email addresses, pretty much everybody. If you don't, if I don't have your email address, I don't know why, because you're supposed to be able to hear sound as long as it's in a Chrome. It's in the Chrome. You should be able to hear the sound. So anyway, you can send me an email at basherdirk@gmail.com. That is basherdirk@gmail.com for your Gallery of Bastards. Or JC, let me know if you don't mind sharing that. It sounded great, man. I think everybody would really, really enjoy it. We could obviously get it on the show when I figure out how to do that. Let me know. And if you want to hear it and you've never participated in the Gallery of Bastards or you've never been a part of the show, write me at basherdirk@gmail.com and then I can forward that to you. And anything else, maybe a chit chat, maybe whatever you want. All good. Guys, that's the show. Thank you so much. I love having you in my realm every single day and me being in yours. It's a great place to hang out at 5 o'clock every single day of the week. We do a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Classic Bashers at 6 o'clock. Saturday's been big walkabouts. Hopefully still doing that. As long as weather permits. Sunday mass, and then Monday watch fashion plays. It's going to be it's going to be an 8 shows a week thing soon once I get Metal Mondays happening and all that stuff. Amazing. Guys, thank you so very, very much. I want to thank everybody who is, thank you for all the super chats today. Amazing. Thank you for that. I want to thank all my Patreon Pantheon. They are as follows: Jim Lassick, Andrew Woltkovich, Go Moto Soto. Where have you been, Go Moto Soto? Nick Sisto, Complicated Time, Mr. Fergal McDermott, Nathaniel Hannon, Dana, Lord Scotty H, Dean McKenzie, Al Bandidetti, Angelo, Minichello, Gasman 308, Danny L, Fahrenheit 451, Dave Fitzsimons, Lady with a Wrench, Carolyn Martin, Easy, 'cause I'm easy, me. Chris on the Upper East Side, who I met, he's so handsome, nice to meet him. Scotty Love, they call him Scotty Love, the incomparable Jocelyn Bittenbender, Ray, Native Prince, Jonathan Badner, James M, Drew B, Mike Callan, C Nord, and Stuart H. Oh, there's a new one. I didn't put it in there. Brand new one. Hold on. I did it. I sent them the thing. Hold on. Before I go, I don't ever want to do that. Don't ever want to do that. I have a brand new basher in the Patreon world. And that person is, hold on. Jess, how can I mess that up? So where's my Patreon? I'm going to write and put it in the very bottom. Stuart H and Jess. So welcome, Jess. There you are. Welcome to the Patreon and welcome to the channel. Great to have you aboard. Thanks, everybody. What a great show. I had a really wonderful time with all y'all. And give your kitties and dogs and cats and pajamas and all the stuff you have, give them all a big fat kiss because they deserve it. Share the love. Guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you encounter somebody who's not so nice, be nice. Give them, pour some sugar on them, because you don't know what they're going through. It could be something really horrific. You don't know. Give them the benefit of the doubt every single time because you never know exactly what's going on in their world. It's either that or they're just a